That right there is a mockingbird that's saying Quaheetus, Quaheetus, Quaheetus. They're in the area somewhere. We just gotta find them. We're heading to Wilmington, North Carolina, where an associate of mine lives down there in the swamps, and he's had extensive training and experiences with Quaheetus encounters of the third and fourth kind. He's hunted them for a while. He knows quite a bit about them. I got my caffeinated liquid beverage. I've got my pocket knife. We're ready to go catch us a Quaheetus. Dutch!
Dylan, you son of a bitch. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Huh?
What are you working on?
Well, you see, this is the Quaheetus trident, also known as a gig. You gotta plunge it into the Quaheetus, and you're gonna want to drag the Quaheetus. You want to try and throw it about 30 feet in the air. Thus, when it hits the ground, it snaps its spine in half. Well, you know, Wilmington is rife with the Quaheetal inhabitants, mostly in the thickets and the swamps, and they're the cause for the whey protein shortage right now.
Whey protein shortage?
You hear that? Oh, man.
So what's the prognosis for seeing Quaheetus in this kind of weather?
Well, you see, you're not going to see the Quaheetus in this weather. Because you see, it's not distilled water falling from the sky.
I see.
Because you see, the water falling from the sky is natural water. It's not distilled like the humans do. So the Quaheetus can't drink it.
That was a uncouth but supplementary looking vehicle.
Yes, it was. The Quaheetus is always attracted to those. Well, you see, it lives off of being uncouth, and it steals supplements. And if you take supplements, you might want to stop. Sightings and attacks have been related to and linked to excessive whey protein use. From recent sightings and tests done on victims that got regularly plunged, we're thinking it's probably from outer space. And it's also mutated in Osama's scientific lab. Because the government sons of bitches.
And that's why it's so highly supplemented?
It's very supplemented because you know that the FDA controls all supplements. And it's an unnatural creature because it takes creatine.
I've heard reports that it makes a call sort of like foo.
Yeah, it goes foo. And if you reply, yeah, buddy, you're probably going to want to put some Kevlar underpants on because you're about to get regularly plunged. So you got to be able to pay for this Quaheetal hunt.
As I understand it, your fecal humidity detector is in the shop?
Yes. So that's what I'm getting money for now.
It's getting recalibrated?
Yeah. Well, you see, Abraham Lincoln, the scourge of the South, he actually, started the war because he knew he would have to use something of unnatural means to take the Southerners. And he used his technology and the vast Irishmen, and they built the Quaheetus out of supplements and sheer uncouth willpower.
Sorry, was that Irishman?
Yes.
Well, you can't trust the Irish anyway.
No, you can't. You see, when they mix the whey protein with the whiskey, it produces cottage cheese. Now you can try it yourself.
That sounds uncouth.
It's very uncouth because what's funny is that's actually what the Quaheetus produces when it takes a dump. After it eats the whey protein, the amino acid, and the creatine, it gets the runs, and the chunky afterbirth is similar to cottage cheese. Loading some anti-Quaheetus projectiles, just in case. Yeah, well, you see it's not supplemented like smokeless powder.
You see, the Quaheetus finds a place like this inviting because it's supplementary and totally unnatural. You can see where everything's been cut and Roundup sprayed everywhere. It takes the Roundup and ingests it with its supplements so as to transmutate and mogrify its DNA mitochondria and make it much more uncouth. Well, this is interesting. This is the prime example of tusculum marking. Quaheetus chooses the largest tree in the area. Tusculard, with all this rain, has washed off. But you can see the markings are fairly fresh.